Welcome to This Week in East Brunswick. Today we have coverage from a drone demo that took place in December at the East Brunswick Public Library as Chaim Cohen from East Brunswick High School talks about the new technology and provides an overview while also talking about safety and new regulations. Then Al Nygren stops by the EBTV studio to talk about the upcoming spring season of the New Jersey Film Festival at Rutgers University, and he highlights some of the films that will premiere at the festival. Then we're back at the library as Jeff Boyer performs his Bubble Trouble show for a full house. All this, plus we have representatives from Disability Allies, a local nonprofit organization working to provide socialization and events for children and young adults with special needs. So stay with us. This Week in East Brunswick starts now.
So my name is Chaim Cohen. I'm the East Brunswick AP Computer Science teacher. We're over obviously at the high school. I want to talk about what drones are, how they operate, what should we be looking for, some of the really neat things that it can do, especially with aerial photography, and the safety issues involved with it.
Here's a drone. It's an unmanned vehicle. Okay? It's an unmanned vehicle. Generally, they have 4 propellers. They could have 2. You can remember the helicopters, the helicopters about a few years ago. And they have some sort of attached camera to the bottom. And the terminology I'm going to use is the gimbal. That's the thing that holds the camera. And they have all different types. So it started out as a really small market where people were building them, sort of ham enthusiasts, radio control enthusiasts. And they started coming from, the popularity came from, all of a sudden, they became cheap. We can mass produce them. Okay, drones can spy on you. Yes, they can. They really can. This thing is so incredibly stable, I can put it outside your window and spy on you. I really can. But there are laws against doing that. Okay, drones can fall and cause injury. You heard about the person at, you have JFK, you have it at the US Open, somebody's flying it over, and it can fall, they theoretically can fall out of the sky. They run out of power and everything else. And you're going to see with the safeguards the DJI's put in, it's not going to happen.
You're going to hear a lot about these news stories that go on and on and on about how drones are ruining everything and what should we do. And I'm here to tell you that safe flying is a lot of fun and will bring a lot of joy to a lot of different people, and we want to embrace that technology rather than be afraid of it.
So instead of being fearful and saying how everything is bad, let's see what good can come out of it. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't question it. We absolutely should question it. What can we do? Where are the bad things? And the problem is technology advances faster than the legislation. And we're going to hear about, or I'm going to talk about how the FAA is trying to regulate it. And that's a good thing. We need some sort of regulation. And you don't want people to be doing bad things. And here we're December 6th, Christmas is 3 weeks away, Hanukkah is tonight. How many drones are going to be purchased? You hear about this. We want people to be safe. And that's why we're here. That's why we're having these events. So right now, because of the radio signal, like I said, we can't actually see it. Hopefully when we go outside, it's going to change. But you have your takeoff, your landing, and your home location. So you can push it, and it will actually take off. It will land for you, and it will hover like you saw it there. Here are your camera controls. So if you want to do different, if you're into photography, it's basically a manual camera, or you can set it for HDR mode or any type of settings you want. You can't zoom. You can digitally zoom, I'm sorry. You can digitally zoom, but for the photographers, they know it's useless there. Here are your satellites, how your battery percentage is going to be up there when it can connect. And if you're better with a map, you can change it to a map view, and it will show you how you've traveled and everything else. I'm going to take it up. It's going to go to about here. You'll be okay. Hear how loud it is. Okay, so when we're outside, you can hear this thing. This is not quiet. So if someone, and by the way, that's it hovering. I'm not touching anything. You have to remember that there are 6 axes there's 6 different controls that you have to worry about. So now it's facing me, so if I hit forward, it's going to go forward. Okay, I'm going to take it down. I'll take it down. Okay, we're gonna go the other way. Now we're gonna come back. Yeah. But you can see I'm not holding it, and it is not moving. And then I'm gonna bring it over the grass right near us, and I'll get it right down. You can see the amount of air it's pushing. But you can see that that's pushing, making a lot of force.
Hello, everyone. Albert Nygren here, Executive Director and Curator of the New Jersey Film Festival, here to give you an overview of our upcoming Spring 2016 season. We have about 25 films that we'll be screening, most of which are part of a competition where we will be awarding best of prizes to the winners of our festival. Films were submitted from around the world. We have films coming from Poland, from Canada, from various parts of the world, mostly from the United States. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a rundown of some of the films that you can expect to see. Our opening night program, which is on Saturday, January 30th, features 2 very interesting films. Pitter Patter Goes My Heart is by Christoph Rainer, who's from Austria. And this film is really an amazing film about a woman who's head over heels in love with this guy who can't stand her. It's beautifully shot. Features this amazing red palette and colorful film that features this troubled young lady as she tries to get close to this man. Very much in line with a film that David Lynch would love. It's very quirky, very unusual. The feature film that evening is In the Dark, which is a psychological horror film, a feminist horror film, and we'll have 2 of the lead actors here on board to be part of our filmmaker series, which will start the following week. David Spaltro is the director of this film. It's shot in New York City. It's very atmospheric. Will be compared to The Exorcist, but is really much more interesting in real film, not as hyper-real as The Exorcist is, and features 4 stunning females who come together to try to tackle the demon and evil in general. It's a really wonderful atmospheric film, and David Spaltro, the director, will be on hand with many of the actors. So please come on Saturday, January 30th. That's our opener. Then on Sunday, January 31st, 2 films that deal with Hurricane Sandy and its aftermath. Lauren Hall's film, 2 Years, is a short film that kind of thumbs the nose at Governor Christie, who takes advantage of political situations trying to save the shore, but has really not done much for those people who are still suffering in those communities. So it's a very political short film. After Sandy is by Joe Manella, who focuses on interviewing people who are still suffering from the ravages of Sandy, and really eye-opening, updated look at this natural disaster which is still impacting on people's lives. That double bill is on Sunday, January 31st. All of our films begin at 7 p.m. General admission is $12, $10 for students and seniors. On Friday, February 5, one of my favorite films is a film from Cuba. It's called Twilight. It has nothing to do with the Twilight series. It's actually called Crepúsculo and is in Spanish, directed by Juan Pablo Darnas Molina. And this film follows a young woman who wants to be an actor, but is stuck in a traveling circus. She stumbles upon a young boy who cannot be exposed to light, to sunlight. And it's a really, really beautiful low-light film, stunningly shot and really quite imaginative. That's the opening film of a double bill that features Maria Finizzo's documentary film, In the Game, which follows a series of 3 Hispanic girls in high school who play on a soccer team. And it's a film that's really not one of these feel-good stories where the girls play on a soccer team that's lousy and they eventually win the championship. In fact, this is a film that focuses on the plight of illegal immigrants and how they try to find their way in American society. A brilliant film that you all should see, and a great double bill on Friday, February 5th. Saturday, February 6th features a series of shorts, 2 short films and a feature film. Tourists is by Sean Seneviratne, who's from Brooklyn, New York, a Rutgers grad, and his film is a film about separation. The second film is Through the Uncanny Valley by a fellow from Canada, Pasquale Greco, and this is a film that's set in the future where a man purchases a doll, a robot, and will remind people of the film Ex Machina, which was out recently, where the robot takes on a life of her own. Echo Lake is the feature film by Jody McFay Schultz. He's from Los Angeles, and it focuses on Will Baxter, who's just lost his dad, and he's trying to come to terms with his own life, trials and tribulations. We call it a poetic love song to loss and grief. It's not a depressing film, it's a very uplifting one about a young man who finds himself, after he's bequeathed the family cabin in the Sierra Nevadas. We have a number of other films. Tiny Town is a great animation film. We'll be seeing a documentary about the Meadowlands entitled Backwater, and we'll have the director Jonathan Kors along. A series of shorts on Saturday, February 13th. A highlight is Cops and Robbers by Marco Ragozzino and features Eddie Alfano, a really hysterical film. The Sound of Her by Charlie Alberto. He's from Jersey City, a really great road movie film. We'll also be doing the United States Super 8 Film and Digital Video Festival, a smaller film within the larger film festival. And of course, we'll be doing Molly Gandour's Peanut Gallery, a film about the loss of her sister. And there's 2 free screenings. Thanks to the Confucius Institute of Rutgers University, we'll be showing Sacrifice by Chen Keiji on Friday, February 26th, and 3 Times by Hishan Shu. That's on Friday, March 4th. Both of those screenings are free and open to the public. There's also a wonderful film from Italy, and you can check that out at our website at njfilmfest.com, and you can call us at 848-932-8482 for more information and a complete listing. Thanks for listening to this long overview. Have a great day.
My name is Jeff Boyer, and I'm here doing my show, Bubble Trouble. I travel all over the world doing this show, and I perform for audiences of all kinds. It's a science-based show, and I teach kids how to make special bubbles and how bubbles work and exactly what a bubble is.
Let's try it. Again, Emma? Okay, who here likes ice cream? How about an ice cream cone bubble? Let's do it. how about a string? What do you think? Okay, now hold it up and make it split. Yes! The first time! Perfect the first time! Give them a big round of applause. You can move. Agrita, be careful of this pool here. It won't hurt you if you get wet, but I thought I saw a shark in it. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Oh, they're too good at this. It looks too easy. We gotta make it tougher. 2 each. Okay, maybe 3. Grab that. Just grab it, grab it, grab it, just hold it. And now, hold it out to the audience like that. Turn your hand over. Make a circle like that. Wait, no, hold your hand out. Hold. Turn your hand over. Make a circle like that. Nikhil, poke that hole. You got it. It's a volcano bubble.
I've been doing this for about 16, 17 years. I love what I'm doing, and I love my audiences, and I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much.
Barbara Reese reporting for This Week in East Brunswick. We're very fortunate to be here today with Ross Yellen and Sean McDevitt. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And we're here to talk about an organization, a nonprofit organization that you two guys put together called Disability Allies.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about what the organization does and how you put it together.
So basically, the purpose of our organization is to connect young adults and also children with and without disabilities. So essentially, we do different team builders, different icebreakers, and really the whole idea is to help people with, we focus on a lot of people with autism, Asperger's, Down syndrome, and really help them introduce them to other people in the community, other peers their age, and really promote inclusivism. You know, get people out there. And so a lot of times you get a lot of people with these disabilities. They've been in group homes, they've been in they've been in special education classes all their life, and they really haven't had much time to interact with other peers their age. So that's really what we try to do. We try to get them into the community and get them to meet other people that are their age that may or may not have a disability, to kind of just make the world a more inclusive place and to make everybody feel comfortable with each other, and also promote a lot of awareness while we're doing that.
Now, your area, you deal a lot with college-age kids, is that correct? What kind of classes and activities do you do?
So what we do is we have a lot of partnerships. We have a couple partnerships with colleges and universities. We have a partnership coming up with NGIT, and that's actually going to be going on April 9th. Well, what we're doing is we're pairing up high school students from around the area, okay, and they're going to be coming to NGIT. Okay, they're going to be bussed over. It's going to be going on during the school day. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to pair them up with college students who will be mentors. So the students in the high schools, they're individuals with different disabilities, learning disabilities, autism, Asperger's, anything like that. And when they come over, so the way that we're going to do the pairing is we're going to pair people up based on their interests, their career aspirations, and everything like that. And also we're going to look at possibly if they do have a disability, let's say somebody has a disability in high school, maybe we'll try to see if we can also pair them up who has a similar disability as well. So there's a couple different ways of pairing them up. For instance, let's say if somebody is really interested in building with Legos, you might pair them up with an engineer or something like that. So it's kind of something that's similar to them so they can relate with each other.
So if I may, you engage them in activities that bring them out that maybe they wouldn't have been active in speaking to other people and reaching out. And you do that as well with your activities. Maybe you could tell us a little, Sean, about with the kids, how you get the kids to come out of their shell and interact with other kids their own age.
Yes, so with children, they don't have as much attention span, so they're a lot younger, need them to be moving around a little more. So we come from more like sports-related activities. For instance, whether it's soccer or handball or flag football, we'll do little activities that are those related. But for instance, like soccer, maybe we'll have them like dribble a ball, like, and then we'll work on like their listening comprehension. Play games like King of the Yard, and then so you have to kick the ball out of the box. But you might have it where you might have to hold hands with someone and work together. Another activity that we will do is it's called anima tag, I think, yeah. So you're holding hands, you're connected, and once someone tags you, you hold the person's hand and you have to get to the other side. So these activities are going to be more moving, they're going to be more physical, and we hope with that we can help people improve their listening comprehension, their social and their gross motor skills. It doesn't involve as much thinking. It's not as much critical thinking, but we're still, the goal is to get them to socialize with others.
Exactly, and our kids team builders, as we would call them, are actually going to be in East Brunswick, New Jersey. We're going to be doing them at the East Brunswick Jewish Center, and we're going to be doing that twice a month. And then it's the same kind of structure. We're going to pair them up with a mentor, and we'll do those different activities, and they'll last an hour long each session. So a little bit more. So, and as Sean was saying, the kids events will be more involved with physical activities, whereas the adults will involve a little bit more thinking. So the whole role of the mentor is not to think for the individuals, it's to guide them and to help give them advice on how to think and to make sure that they're interacting with other people and that they're engaged in the activities. So that's the role of the mentor. And
it sounds like, if I may, that most of these activities you're trying to engage the child or the high school student in activities that they enjoy and they feel comfortable and that they feel ready to interact with their peers. But for those that are interested to find out more information, what is the website that they can reach out to?
It's www.disabilityallies.com.
And they can get a full listing of your upcoming groups, activities, dates, and times.
We have a couple other, so it's not just that school. We're also doing an event at Ocean County College. We're doing an event at Carteret. So there's a lot of, and we're also working on doing an event at Rutgers University where we're pairing them up. And the one in Carteret, Ocean, those are planned. They're coming up in the next couple months, and I can, the information of the dates on our website. But the other quick thing I just wanted to mention as well, so with our adult program, what we do a lot of, so it's not just doing team builders and icebreakers. What we also do is we help them, we have different workshops at our events. With career, basically one of the big workshops we have is a transitioning to college workshop. So that's part of what the mentors will do at that workshop is they'll help give their individuals guidance, come and help them to figure out what kind of major they want, how to transition to college, how to obviously get along with your roommate, you talk about their major, try to figure out which career they're going to go, and also talk about different resources in college that are available. And then the other part is also getting involved with college activities and things like that, getting involved with student life. So it's really guiding them into that transition process. And the very, very last thing that we also do, I know it's going to close, but the very, very last thing that we do is we also have something that at our events is we have a mentoring panel. And the purpose of the mentoring panel is for people who have disabilities, who have kind of overcome a lot of their challenges, who have been successful, to talk about their disability, how it inspired them, and how they are successful. And then the participants with disabilities will have the opportunity to ask them questions about their accomplishments and things like that. So it's the mentoring panel, and that's the awareness piece of our organization. So those are the three components of our events: the team builders, icebreakers, the mentoring panel, and then also the different workshops and the transitioning into college when we talk a little bit about that. And then there's the kid.
And all of our programs really focus on building character, especially for the kids programs. We're working on honesty, we're working on integrity, we're working on responsibility and teaching them what those words mean, and we actually include them in our lessons as well. So that's a big focus for the children's program, but also for the adults. We're trying to build people, help people grow all different ways, whether it's socially, their gross motor skills, all different ways. And if we have a lot of events coming up in January, and please visit our website.
In addition to being a mentor, in addition to participating in the events, you could also get involved and help us with the structure of the organization.
Sounds like a very worthy cause, and we thank you both for all the hard work that you're doing to improve the community.
No problem.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
This is Barbara Reese reporting for This Week in East Brunswick. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, I'm Melissa Hosick, and I invite you to attend one of our upcoming January events at the East Brunswick Public Library. All are open to the public. On Sunday, January 10th at 2 p.m., the Two Counties Symphonic Band will perform music from American posers such as Aaron Copland, George Gershwin, John Williams, and Leonard Bernstein. On Thursday, January 21st at 6:45 p.m., come play board games and video games at the library. From chess to Clue, enjoy one of our games or bring your own. On Tuesday, January 26th at 7 p.m., Joanna Baruch will present her opera talk on Mozart's Così fan tutte in preparation for the performance at Rutgers University. To learn about our other upcoming events, such as film festivals and reading clubs, visit ebpl.org/calendar or follow us on social media. We hope to see you in January.